Alright, good news for bike lovers. Ducati has finally unveiled the Ducati Panigale V4 and V4S, and I'm joined by the managing director for Ducati India, Mr. Bipul Chandra. Thank you so much, Mr. Chandra, for speaking to us. Two new superbikes. It's a flagship model since about 1998, if I'm not wrong.
Well, yes, Panigale brand comes from 2018.
2018, yeah, superbike in 1998, right? So, how are you? What are you anticipating with the two new launches, and how much sales volume are you anticipating with these two launches now?
Well, we are very excited with the launch of these two bikes. We don't talk about the sales numbers of volume per se, but yes, I can only tell you that Panigale as a brand is very important to us, and as such that the first lot whatever we have been given has already been sold off. So the second lot is on the way. That way, the love shown by the riders towards this bike is amazing, and we expect very nice business volume coming from this model itself.
And so it's not a like kind of a budget kind of a super bike. It's like ultra luxury super bike, and of course only bike riding lovers only can relate to it. I want to ask you, how's the market looking like for India right now, considering we have two new markets and of course competition is heating up. How do you feel about the Indian market now?
Well, the Indian market is showing signs of positivity, both in terms of the numbers. So numerically, we are doing good, both Ducati and the market. That's a very reassuring and positive sign for us. And second point, with as you said about these bikes being ultra luxury and everything, so the Indian market is showing signs of getting maturing. So the maturity is very important in any market, and this is what we are now seeing in market. So people are actually trying to learn the right way to ride on the track, on the street, everything, and that is further helping us, supporting us. Moreover, not only the bikes, what I see, the interaction and the engagement of the people in general, the riders or even the non-riders with Ducati brand is increasing. So in past year or in past couple of years, I have seen the engagement going up as people buying more apparels and accessories. So that's a very positive thing for us.
Also, this is also more of a riders, of course, bike racers and riders who are who have a thing for riding actually invest in ultra luxury super bikes. But I want to ask you, this also leads to a lot of community development also.
Yes.
So has this happened with the Panigale or any other motorcycle that you would like to talk about, and how are you helping the community build up in future?
Great, that's a very interesting question actually. Ducati has a very strong community in India. In fact, we have a culture called Ducati Owners Club. So we have in almost every major city where we have the dealership, we have a DOC. We actually authorize from Ducati side to use our name, and under the aegis of DOC, they have their own office bearers, and they have the rides and their meetings, everything, and Ducati supports them in various ways. So our DOC clubs are doing, the Ducati owner clubs are doing wonderfully well. They are organizing rides. In fact, last year I had the good fortune to ride with one of the clubs in India, DOC Pune, to the Umlingla, which is the highest motorable road in the world. So, well, that's part of the working with Ducati. This year, I understand they are planning some rides into the northeast. We are taking, we have something called DRE, Ducati Riding Experience. So we have a Ducati DRE track day coming up in next month at Chiang Circuit, the MotoGP circuit in Thailand. So we are taking riders from here to Thailand, wherein they will get the world-class riding experience from people like, just you saw on the screen, Alessandro Valia, Dario Marchetti, ex-MotoGP rider, Carol Abraham. So all these people will train them how to ride better and better on the track. Then we have the DRE Dream Tours like Northeast and many other things. So as a company, we are committed to increase to facilitate the community in India. We have our own dealerships who are riders. They have a great interest into meeting with the clients and making them into a better brand ambassador for us as well.
Also, sir, with times to come, we see the markets eventually grow. We see right now we are expecting to end the financial year with very flattish to mid-level flattish growth. How are you looking to end the numbers? I know you will not speak about numbers as per se, but could you give us a sense of how the luxury motorcycle segment is performing in India for this year, considering the auto sales segment was not very bright?
See, we follow Jan to December calendar year. So for 24, I can tell you that Ducati India had shown a growth of more than 6% compared to previous year. For the industry numbers, I will have to recheck, but yes, they are also in the similar league. So I am very happy to say that both Ducati as a company and the entire industry as a whole, we have grown. So that gives us a positive edge. While overall the auto industry has shown a different kind of sentiment, but we are again different. So the super premium is something different from the general mass market, and we are showing a positive trend, which is I am sure is good for all the companies, including us and the riders as well. Because
Will this year, would you think you would be crossing 10% growth, or would you be still in 6 to 10% growth for this year as well?
well, the more the merrier. So we would love to have more than 10% growth, but let's see how the year unfolds. However, we are very confident because of the new launches we have, because we have already launched Desert X Discovery. Today we launched the Ducati Panigale. Then we have a couple of more bikes like Scrambler, Multistrada V4, Street Fighter V4, Panigale V2, Multistrada V2, Street Fighter V2, X-Diavel. Lot many bikes are there. So you will actually catch your breath while taking the names of all those bikes.
Actually, I had to catch my breath actually while registering what were you saying. So last question now. We see now with the trade wars, we see the prices of your major competitor called Harley Davidson being cut down, but nothing as such for Ducati in the near future. Are you expecting any kind of a policy hand-holding or any kind of a tax cut to benefit more buyers and get more buyers on board?
Well, we get our bikes from two factories. One is in Bologna, Italy, and one we get from Thailand. So Thailand we already get under a free trade agreement. So the reduction in custom duty does not impact our majority of bikes coming from Thailand. We already have the benefit of that, and that is a great thing on part of the government of India to support us, because this is something which we cannot do without their support.
And do you think global brands like you who are operating in India and having good volumes as well, do you think such trade wars could affect sales of vehicles and probably discourage OEMs to enter or re-enter a certain market? Any comment on that?
Well, we don't make political comments, but I am sure business is something which every company have their own take on the situation, and if there is a business, companies will definitely come.
All right, Mr. Chandra, thank you so much for speaking to us at Business Today. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.